Let's talk about porn. It's a topic that many find uncomfortable, yet it's one that needs to be addressed openly and honestly. It's a tough subject, often shrouded in shame and secrecy. Many people feel embarrassed to discuss it, even with those closest to them. Many struggle with its influence on their lives, particularly when it comes to dating and relationships. The impact of pornography can be far-reaching, affecting self-esteem, expectations, and emotional connections. The truth is, pornography can have a significant impact on our ability to connect with others in a meaningful way. It can create unrealistic standards and lead to dissatisfaction in real-life relationships. This essay will explore the ways in which porn can sabotage your dating life, hindering your chances of finding genuine intimacy and love. We'll delve into the psychological and emotional effects and how they manifest in everyday interactions. It's important to approach this topic with sensitivity and understanding. Recognizing the struggles and challenges faced by those affected is crucial in providing the right support. Pornography addiction is a real issue, and those struggling with it deserve compassion and support. It's not just about willpower, it's about addressing underlying issues and finding healthier coping mechanisms. The goal here is not to shame or judge, but to shed light on the potential consequences of excessive porn use and offer hope for a healthier, more fulfilling dating life. By understanding the impact and seeking help, individuals can work towards building stronger, more authentic connections with their partners. Pornography offers a quick hit of dopamine, the feel-good hormone in our brains. This creates a cycle of instant gratification. You feel good temporarily, but the feeling fades quickly. You're left wanting more, leading to increased consumption. This cycle can be incredibly difficult to break. The problem with this cycle is that it doesn't address the underlying reasons you might be turning to porn in the first place. Loneliness, stress, boredom, these emotions don't disappear with a quick fix of dopamine. In fact, relying on porn to numb these feelings can actually prevent you from developing healthier coping mechanisms. Pornography often paints a distorted picture of sex and relationships. It's a fantasy world where everyone is always in the mood, bodies are airbrushed to perfection, and intimacy requires no emotional investment. This creates unrealistic expectations that are impossible to live up to in real life. When you're constantly bombarded with these idealized images, it's easy to become dissatisfied with real-life partners and experiences. You might find yourself constantly comparing, seeking that same level of intensity and perfection that you see on screen. This sets you up for disappointment and can make it difficult to appreciate the beauty of genuine, imperfect connection. Shame is a powerful emotion, and it often goes hand in hand with pornography use. Society tells us that porn is wrong, dirty, something to be ashamed of. This internalized shame can eat away at your self-esteem, making you feel unworthy of love and connection. When you're carrying this burden of shame, it's difficult to be truly vulnerable with another person. You might find yourself hiding parts of yourself, afraid of being judged or rejected if your secret is revealed. This fear of exposure can create a wall between you and potential partners, preventing the development of genuine intimacy and trust. Section 5. Fear's grip. Living in the shadows of exposure. The fear of being found out can be paralyzing for someone struggling with pornography use. It's a fear that can consume your thoughts and dictate your actions. This fear can manifest in different ways: paranoia, jealousy, a constant need for control. You might find yourself always looking over your shoulder, feeling like you're being watched. It can make it difficult to relax and be present in a relationship. The anxiety can be overwhelming, making it hard to enjoy the moment. Imagine this: you're on a date trying to connect with someone you're genuinely interested in. You want to be there to share a laugh, to build a connection. But instead of being fully present, your mind is racing with thoughts about your secret. You're constantly thinking about what might happen if they find out. You're worried about your partner finding out, judging you, leaving you. The fear of rejection looms large, casting a shadow over every interaction. This constant fear creates an invisible barrier, preventing you from experiencing the joy and freedom of authentic connection. It keeps you from being truly open and vulnerable, which are essential for any meaningful relationship. The isolation that comes with this fear can be devastating. It can make you feel like you're living a double life, always hiding a part of yourself. The internal conflict can be exhausting, as you struggle to reconcile your actions with your values. This struggle can erode your self-esteem and make it even harder to break free from the cycle. But remember, you're not alone. Reaching out for support can be the first step towards overcoming this fear and finding a path to healing. Section 6. Intimacy undone. The distortion of real connection. Pornography often portrays intimacy as a purely physical act, devoid of emotional connection or vulnerability. This can create a skewed understanding of what real intimacy looks and feels like. Real intimacy requires openness, trust, and a willingness to be vulnerable with another person. It's about sharing your true self, flaws and all, and feeling accepted and loved for who you are. When you're accustomed to the superficiality of pornography, it can be challenging to navigate the complexities of genuine emotional connection. Section 7. Body image under fire. The unrealistic standards of perfection. The bodies you see in pornography are often airbrushed, enhanced, and far from realistic. This can lead to unrealistic body image expectations, both for yourself and potential partners. Constantly comparing yourself to these unattainable standards can erode your self-esteem and make it difficult to feel confident in your own skin. This lack of confidence can translate into your dating life, making you feel unworthy of love and affection. Section 8. A flawed coping mechanism, avoiding the real issues. Pornography can become a way to numb difficult emotions, loneliness, stress, anxiety. It's a temporary escape from the challenges of real life. While it might provide momentary relief, it doesn't address the root cause of these emotions. In fact, relying on pornography as a coping mechanism can actually prevent you from developing healthier ways of dealing with stress and emotional discomfort. Section 9. Drowning in guilt. The heavy price of secrecy. The guilt and shame associated with pornography use can be incredibly isolating. You might feel like you're living a double life, unable to share this part of yourself with anyone. This secrecy can create a wedge between you and potential partners. It becomes a barrier to intimacy, preventing you from fully opening up and being your true self. The weight of this secret can be suffocating, leading to feelings of loneliness and despair. Section 10. Withdrawal and isolation, pushing away genuine connection. The shame and fear surrounding pornography use can lead to social withdrawal. You might avoid social situations or shy away from romantic opportunities, fearing that your secret will be exposed. This isolation only reinforces the negative cycle. The less you engage in real-life interactions, the more you might rely on pornography as a substitute for human connection. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, pushing you further away from the intimacy and fulfillment you crave. Section 11. Breaking free. Finding hope and healing. This chapter is dedicated to those who are seeking a way out, a path to a brighter future, and a life filled with hope and healing. The good news is that it's possible to break free from this cycle. It may seem daunting at first, but with determination and the right support, you can overcome these obstacles and find liberation. Recognizing the problem is the first step. It's about understanding the impact it has on your life, your relationships, and your overall well-being. This realization is crucial for making meaningful changes. It takes courage to acknowledge the negative impact pornography might be having on your life and your ability to connect with others. This acknowledgement is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful step towards healing. There are resources available to help you on this journey. Therapists specializing in addiction, support groups, online communities. These resources provide a safe space to share your experiences and gain valuable insights. Remember, you are not alone in this struggle. Many people have walked this path before you and have found their way to a better place. Their stories can be a source of inspiration and strength. Reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that you are ready to take control of your life and make positive changes. Embrace this vulnerability as a step towards empowerment. By addressing the root causes of your pornography use and developing healthier coping mechanisms, you can reclaim your life and create the fulfilling relationships you deserve. This journey is about finding happiness, fulfillment, and a renewed sense of purpose.